Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Oh, you just missed it. Eric walked up right before the song ended, and his backside was right towards the camera. Hello, how's everybody doing? Hi, Teresa. Hi, Amanda. AE. Stacy, Drea, hi, Magister, Candia. How's everyone's weekend been so far? Let me turn the game up a little bit. Um, let's see, Chloe, hello. We are getting a new update. Let me be 100% clear. We don't know when the update is. Actually, I'll probably put a poll up in a little bit about when we think the update's going to be, because I have some theories. I'm sure everyone has theories. Let me actually grab my controller. But we have officially started getting teases for the next update. What do I want to do while people trickle in? I think I need to pick up the marshmallows that were on the ground, and I should probably go around and forage in Eternity Isle. So we're going to do that. But yeah, we have officially started getting teases for the next update, which is exciting and means it's right around the corner somewhere, somewhen. Read on their Discord. Oh, we're talking about dream snaps. I got you. The autumn decor looks fab. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll give a little tour in case you weren't here last stream. Last stream, after opening 1,000,000 memory orbs, we didn't really redesign the plaza, but we kind of changed out the decor that we had for autumn decor. So we've got our pumpkins, our little marigolds. Are these marigolds? I think so. Yeah, changed out some of the bushes to be more autumnal. And this is the first time, I feel pretty confident in saying that this is the first time that I've ever decorated an entire biome for the holidays. So I'm excited. I think it came out pretty cute. I almost feel like I didn't go hard enough with fall decor. So, so we might be fixing that at some point. Like I might need to change this figment to something or like put a little pumpkin banner over there. But yeah, this is our fall plaza now. Where were they? I remember. What is the tease? Oh, okay. So this was on Friday on socials. I believe it was Friday because I think it was right before the member stream. They shared the emoji clues about the next star path. I'll pull it up in a minute because I couldn't tell you what it was off the top of my head. But yeah, we can take a look at it, talk about what we think it means for the next update date. I feel like it's got to be kind of soon. Did I do my dream snap? I did not. I have no idea what I'm going to do for this stream snap. Because I fear I'm going to have to take down some build of mine in order to build something for it. And I don't want to do that. So I'm putting it off. We got the Mickey pumpkin, but it would be so cool if we got the Halloween Town pumpkin. Oh, that would be cool. The valley looks so gorgeous. Oh, thank you. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, but is what it is. No, I just made progress in that. Okay, not helpful to me. You saw the hints, but they're not really telling you anything so far. Yeah, I saw the hints and I didn't have super specific ideas about them. I haven't watched anybody's videos about that, but I see thumbnails all the time, so I kind of know what people assume it's going to be related to. Or at least some people. I don't know what everybody thinks, but everyone's had the same thumbnail, so so I'm assuming there's a popular theory right now. Taking a guess that the next star path in the update will drop on the 9th. Oh, I'm gonna put up a poll. Okay, let me put up this poll first, and then let me pull up these emojis and we can look at them real quick. For reference, if you need it, the emoji clue was dropped on Friday, which was September 27th. When do you think the next update will be? Sorry, you're just getting keyboard ASMR in my voice. What are the Wednesdays? October 9th, October 16th, October 23rd. That math? Yeah. Start poll. Okay. And let me pull up this socials post. Oh. I don't ever go on X unless I'm looking for Dreamlight Valley stuff. So I had pulled it up on the member stream. So when I opened the website, it's like zoomed in to 250%. It was a bit of a shock to my system. You know what? Let's. Oh, girl. Now what? Here we go. Transition. Don't worry, I'm pulling it up, Chloe. Hi, Nick. Have I gotten the Rainbow Fox? I have. Okay, so Disney Dreamlight Valley, it's that time again. As one star path comes to a close, another lights up the horizon. Any guesses on what we have in store? We have firework speaker. We have punch fist microphone, and we have dragon backpack. The 9th is the most realistic day, really. They're already teasing the next star path, and the current one is ending on the 2nd. I have my theory, but I'm gonna wait till people vote. You're thinking Coco, Day of the Dead as well. I'm not sure how people got to that from these emojis. Not that I don't think it, like, I don't know. Can someone explain to me how we got there from this? I'm not trying to dismiss anyone's, I just literally don't understand. I saw these and I was like, it's giving like rave. Yeah, power line, right? I was like, we're gonna get like a microphone to like accessory. We're gonna get like some party speakers. Like, what is this? And then everybody's thumbnails were like Coco Star Path, and I'm like, eh? Eh? So let me know what you think, and where the Coco theory comes from, please. I would like to be in the loop. She says, even though she had access to all of the videos that probably talk about this and did not watch any of them. Raya, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it might be one of those things where, okay, so the last 2 star paths have been super, how do I explain this? They've been, girl, okay, sorry, I did something weird. You can see the game, but it's not the way it's meant to be. What was I saying? Oh, the last 2 star paths, the theme has been super snatched, if that makes sense. Like, the theme has been very much one thing, one lane, and not really straying outside of that. Almost all of the star paths before that have been a little bit looser in theme, in that they kind of have items that like do fit the theme of the star path, but they might do it in less of a cohesive way. So like, I don't know. I feel like with the emoji clues, I'm wondering if we're gonna have less of a strictly cohesive star path, which is something that I'm not mad about, but I don't know. Hi, Banjo. You've seen people say American Dragon. Oh my goodness. Imagine. Loudspeaker to call forward characters. That would be cool. Coco was part of the Pixar star path, so you don't think it would be part of this one if it wasn't Pixar themed? It could be if it was like Dia de los Muertos themed. Mostly the Twitterverse and Reddit are all complaining about no Halloween. I know, here, I'll talk about it at some point, but I actually, let me not say anything right now. But we'll talk about that in a minute. I've kind of already shared my thoughts about that on previous streams before we got this tease, but My thoughts haven't completely changed, but I feel like I've thought about it a lot more because I saw a lot of people sharing a lot of feelings of disappointment about things. Hi, Janet. They always tease very specific items rather than the Star Path theme itself. It's true. What is the Halloween party in Disney World called? Oh, I'm not sure. I've never been to Disney at Halloween. Watching some of the old videos when I had face cam and stuff, such flashbacks. That was a long time ago. Actually, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the channel. It's interestingly one of the Wednesdays where we could be getting an update. So it would be pretty cool if the 2-year channel anniversary was on our like channel anniversary. That'd be neat. Okay, oh yeah, I think I did decide what I wanted to decorate. Let me eat this. Feel like it could be a Halloween Star Path considering it's coming out in spooky season. Okay. Oogie Boogie Bash. Yeah. Let me go ahead and share some of my thoughts. I understand that some people have not been playing this game for very long. However, I also know that literally every year there are going to be new players playing. So I don't think every year we should have a repeat theme just because some people don't have stuff. Because that's not going to be fun for returning players if we just keep getting the same thing over and over again. We've had 2 consecutive years where we had Halloween themed or inspired star paths. We had the villain star path, which had villain stuff, obviously, but it also had heavily Halloween inspired stuff as well, like the orange like bat windows and like the spider web tree with like the purple and orange accents. And then we had Haunted Holiday that had like a bunch of Haunted Mansion, spooky stuff. Like we have had 2 consecutive Halloween star paths. Not everyone celebrates Halloween and not everybody loves holidays. And I think considering holiday season for both Halloween and Christmas take up like a quarter or a third of our star paths, I think things would get really boring if we had those every year, especially because not everybody is into that. I don't necessarily celebrate any holidays that much. Like, I don't have anything against Halloween. I think it's kind of fun, but like, I'm not going to use Halloween decor all the time. Yeah, there are new players. There's always next year for another Halloween star path. Like, if we don't have one this year, it doesn't mean we're never going to have one again. It just means we wouldn't have one this year. And that being said, we already know we're probably getting Halloween stuff. We already now have the Mickey pumpkin in the shop. Like, there are Halloween items in the Scrooge shop. They're going to be repeat Star Path items in the premium shop. There will probably be new items. There's a Halloween event. Like, people who have not played this game before are going to have Halloween content that they can have in their game if we don't have a Star Path. I'm pro no Halloween Star Path this year. If that's the case, I also think maybe people are a little bit blowing it out of proportion because we don't know whether we're even getting one or not. So I feel like I understand if people love Halloween stuff and want Halloween stuff in the game, but I also think it's important to look at it from the perspective of people who have played for a long time. And just because you're not having a Halloween Star Path, allegedly, potentially, doesn't mean that you're not having Halloween content. Does that make sense? And it doesn't mean that we wouldn't get it next year. I think it's totally fine to take a break. And I frankly hope they do. I'm not crafting painting. I need to make more of this path. I think we're gonna decorate outside for a little bit until I get bored. In this area, we might pop back and forth between this and that provincial library house. You're actually happy it'll not be a Halloween Star Path, and that'll be your first year in game. You've been playing since launch and feel the same way. You want fall themed or Day of the Dead. Yeah, also, like, if it is Day of the Dead themed, like, we've had 2 years of Halloween recognition. Like, why shouldn't other people get like a similar seasonal celebration themed like I don't know. I just feel like it's not that serious. I feel like my biggest feeling is it's not that serious, and my secondary feeling is like we will have Halloween stuff one way or another, so like I think it's fine. You think we'll have a Halloween event? We will. We'll have probably the same event we had last year and the year before, but I do hope they add more items to that. Again, partially for people who have played for a long time and might have had the same event 2 years in a row. Like, it would be nice to get some additional items from that. But even if not, people who haven't played that event will get some nice stuff. Yeah, same, kitty. Best solution here would be new Halloween and autumn craftables, and I feel like they might add those as well. You agree you don't have the Halloween stuff due to exams falling, so by the time you had to do the Star Path you weren't in the Halloween mood. Yeah, that's another thing. If this one comes a little bit earlier and like in the future, if they do holiday themed Star Paths a little bit earlier, I think that'll be good. Because there are some people who have like biomes decorated for holidays year round, or some people who will use holiday decorations year round even if it's not in like a spooky biome or something. But I feel like a lot of people probably get into the seasonal spirit and then they're like, okay, like the season's over now kind of thing. And the holiday themed star paths that we've had before, they've just fallen too close to the holiday, I think, to get much use. You think we'll be getting a Nightmare Before Christmas Star Path for the Sally update? I certainly hope not. I really hope not. Not that I have anything against Nightmare Before Christmas, but we pretty much had a Nightmare Before Christmas Star Path last year, so I don't want another one this year. When do we get the next Star Path? It'll be with the next update, which is going to be in October. We don't know exactly when yet, but it seems like it's going to be pretty soon because they already started teasing it. No, not you. No. You. This is your first autumn in Dreamlight Valley. You don't feel like there's a lack of Halloween content? Yeah. I think it's fair to want that in the game, but the thing is we do have it. Like, we do. And I'm sure we'll get more eventually. Like, this game's gonna be going on forever. I think it's okay if not every year is dropping a whole bunch of new Halloween stuff. Coraline or Corpse Bride? I don't think either of those are Disney. Corpse Bride definitely is not Disney. It's Tim Burton, but it's not Disney. And I think Coraline is also not Disney. I'm trying to look this up. It's Universal, so no, I doubt we'll be getting that. Honestly, though, the player base is known for blowing anything and everything out of proportion, so you just kind of block it out at this point. I think there's something wrong with being like excited or passionate. So like I get when people want something or they're excited about something and they want to talk about it, or they're disappointed. Like that's all very valid. I'm in no way trying to tell people that they shouldn't want Halloween stuff or something like that, but I do think like it's a game that's getting frequent updates. No one is going to get all of the things they want every time an update drops. Like sometimes there's going to be characters that you don't necessarily like. Sometimes there's going to be Star Path themes that you wish were something else. Like it just kind of is what it is. You want a winter star path for December, not too focused on anything Christmassy. I would love this year to just be a year of no seasonal star paths. We had a winter star path last year. I would love this year to be something different. And then maybe next year we could get back to seasons and holidays. That would be my ideal scenario. Do I think that's going to happen? No. And will I be vibing anyway with the seasonal stuff that we probably are going to get? Absolutely. Trisha's Lovely Games, hello, how are you? Do I think the DLC will have more like machines that help us day to day? I don't know. I was kind of thinking about that a couple days ago when I was thinking about the DLC. I think that would be really cool if it did. But I was like, I'm not really sure what kind of automation we would get, you know? Exactly, Alexandra. Like, there are a lot of holidays. Like, I think it's easy to get, like, excited about the holidays that you personally celebrate, or, like, things that you personally are familiar with from, like, the place that you grow up or, like, the people that you hang out with. But that's not the case for everybody. Like, I remember when we were talking about this on Friday, a lot of people said, like, Halloween isn't celebrated in their country, so it's like spooky stuff is fun, but they don't have that connection to it as much. Something that harvests fruit trees and bushes, that would be nice. Kyrie, hello, how are you? Auto fishing, oh, that would be nice too. I think I'm gonna use this path here actually. I know it doesn't make any sense to not really have a road here if we have a full gas station, but I'm gonna ignore it. What was I going to say about watching something? Oh, first, my personal opinion about when we're gonna get the update. I think it's gonna be October 16th. I know that this star path ends on the 2nd, and we have, I think last time we got the update a week after the star path ends. Usually we get it 2 weeks after the star path ends. And I feel like a week and a half of teasing for the next update feels a little bit short. So I think it's going to be the 16th, but I would also be chill with the 9th. Finally found the perfect spot for your V8 cafe after multiple tries. The gas station doesn't fit with it. Oh no. That would make me so sad. I feel like the one thing that I feel like it needs to go with. I think I'm gonna... do I want to connect this to the Oasis? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Tiana's update came 1 week after the Mulan Star Path, but it's usually 2 weeks or more. Hi, Mia. Hello. Okay, we're gonna pull this up here for now. If I hate it, we'll undo it. I really did not expect I really did not expect to be decorating this today on stream. It was kind of like I was running around frantically foraging, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just decorate this. I fully anticipated that we were going to be just decorating the provincial library house. We might still go and do that in a little bit. This path is too thick. Sure. You hope they do the 9th because you're on vacation, and maybe we'll actually work on it and not procrastinate to the last 3 days. Yeah, is anybody still working on their star path? Or has everyone finished it? I inspired you to decorate your premium houses. That's amazing. The fact that this is supposed to be a smaller update makes you think we're likely to get it sooner than later. I kind of feel like the opposite, because they said the update was going to be shorter. And if we know we're getting the next update in December, it feels like early October to early December is not a shorter span than our usual updates. But I do not know. Would be cool if we could get the cozy cone from Cars to go at the V8 cafe. I'm gonna be so real, I don't remember what that is. I haven't watched Cars in years. I feel like I a little bit despise, not despise, I don't know what it is. Does the movie Cars make anyone else a little bit mad for like maybe no reason? I haven't watched it in a really long time. I think I watched it when Disney Plus kind of first came out and not since then. Maybe I should watch it again. I don't remember having that same feeling watching the second one, and I didn't have that feeling watching Planes, which I've seen many times because that was like my brother's favorite movie when he was a baby. But something about Cars, I think about it and I'm like, ugh. I think it's the Life is a Highway song. I kind of don't like that song very much. Oh, goodness. Izzy, you've reached your item limit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. You were done in 4 to 5 days of the Star Path. Wow. Okay, I think this is gonna be it. Let's run around for a second. What's weird to you is they decided to leave Sally for the winter update instead of this one. Yeah, they did the same with Jack last year, so I wasn't like surprised. And I think it's, again, I don't really feel a strong need for updates to be seasonally relevant, especially because not everybody plays this game has the same seasons because they're reversed in the Southern Hemisphere. So like, I don't really feel like Jack or Sally needed to be either at Halloween or Christmas. If they dropped in the middle of the summer, I'd be like, bet, cool, we're getting the characters kind of thing. Okay, yeah, I think this is gonna be good. I don't know what I want to do around some of this stuff. Now you have that song in your head. I'm so sorry. You also don't like Cars and it makes you a wee bit angry. Like, I think if I sat down and watched it, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Just thinking about it for some reason makes me sort of mad. That's your favorite part of the movie. I'm so sorry. If you like that song, there's nothing objectively wrong with that song. It's just, I don't know. I've just always disliked that song. And it used to be in every movie there was like a 5-year period where that song was in every single movie. And I was like, why can't I escape this? I keep freezing. I don't see anything on my end. Am I freezing for everybody? Thank you for the zip reminder. Eclipse, the V8, wait, sorry, I lost the thing. The cafe here is a premium shop house. The gas station is a fragment you can build in the DLC. You sang Life is a Highway in chorus? Oh my goodness. You do think releasing like the Sanderson sisters anytime other than Halloween would be strange? Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, yeah. I could see that. You want to get Dreamlight Valley for your Switch, but don't want to spend the money on the main game and then the DLC. Do you have it on another platform already? If you want it on the Switch just like for ease to like do casual tasks every now and then, I would say don't buy the DLC on Switch if you have it on another platform. Because the only reason you would need it on Switch is if you actually wanted to be on Eternity Isle. Like, you can still access a time bending table and put it down in your main valley on your Switch and use it. You can still interact with the characters from the DLC in your valley on another platform if you own the DLC on a different one, but not that one. Like, the only reason you would need to buy a duplicate of the DLC is to actually physically be on Eternity Isle. Good for you, freezing for you. If I am freezing for anyone out there, I would recommend trying to like exit out of the stream and come back, or reload the page if you're watching on desktop. Sometimes YouTube has some issues and that often fixes it. I don't see anything on my end currently, but I'll keep looking. How did you find all the fragments? You're struggling with finding them all. I was able to find them all eventually when we got the first DLC drop. With the second DLC drop, I think I started doing multiplayer and had some people give me ones that I hadn't found yet. Yeah, so if you're in any Discord servers, I haven't really seen any people do treasure valleys recently. But if you're in Discord servers of the game, you can reach out and see if anybody has any extra fragments they can give you if you need specific ones. We do have a Discord server. It's not the most active pop-in place out there, but if you asked, I'm sure someone would be willing to give you some extra fragments if they had them. Wait, it's National Coffee Day? I'm so disappointed. I didn't know this. And therefore I have no coffee, and it actually, I feel bad about it. I feel bad about it. You may need to be on Eternity Isle to get stuff or gifts, but you could also just keep storage in your main house. Exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm really contemplating not getting the next DLC on my Switch. I think I might just get it on PC. Do I want to put this here too, or is this too much? If I put it like there, let's see. You were wondering whether or not to keep the DLC for your laptop or both with your Switch when you buy it. Yeah, I would say especially if you're just going to be starting to play on another platform, I would recommend just getting the base game first. See how you feel about just having the base game on your new platform, and then if you really feel like you need to be going to the DLC world, whether it's Eternity Isle or the new one, then get the DLC afterwards. But I think in most cases, especially if you finish the questing, you probably don't need it on your second platform. It's National Coffee Day for you every day. I do love coffee. I really haven't had any in like weeks. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I've been having tea a little bit more often. And no, I think I'm gonna put it back here though. Wait, undo that. Keep that for now. But mostly I've just been having water on stream, which is kind of boring, but oh, I will say I was thinking about having some coffee. We went grocery shopping a couple days ago, and I was hoping that they would have the plant-based pumpkin creamer, but they didn't. They only had the dairy one, and I was a bit disappointed about that. What am I going to do on the inside of the cafe? We did the first room. I don't think it was last stream. It might have been a member stream. I don't remember. We did this main room. It might have been last stream. It's like, I don't know. I guess I was going mostly for like a little boba shop or something. I started throwing something together in that room, but I'm taking it down because I'm doing that in a different house instead. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, no, I did another room. I did a like fancy little motel moment. Yeah, I did this one off stream. Water is good for you though. It is. I've been trying to drink more water, so that's why I haven't been drinking as much coffee, because I'm like, I don't want anything else to drink after after like my 4th or 5th bottle of water. I'm like, don't put any more liquid in me, please. How do you get more mist? Finding you're running out so fast, especially when you're using the vacuum and decorating. I have pretty much every... It might actually be every now, because I had a couple of time bending manuals and I went and turned more people. I think I have every single villager as a time bender right now. And it makes the mist drop a lot faster. So if you have time bending resources, I would recommend turning more of your villagers into time benders, because it'll give you like extra mist drops, which will be nice. I think I'm gonna push this back in line with this. Hello? Hello? You stopped playing your Switch save. It was making you angry rather than enjoying the game. It makes you sad because that's your original save. But if given a choice, you say PC is a better option. I would agree. I have the same save on, like, I just have the same cloud save across Switch and PC. So I don't have like a secondary one, but Switch definitely has its... Actually, now that I'm saying that, let me save. I do not need to be tempting fate. Switch has its issues. Thank you for the sip reminder. It's okay, kitty. Work is more important than stream. I do, in fact, stand by that. I want like a couple cute little tables out here. I almost want to use the small ratatouille ones that have the tablecloth, but in this environment, that would be tragic. I might pull one out anyway to look at. How do you switch your villagers to a time bender? You go to a crafting table. You can do this with any task. The first thing to do is make sure that they're level 10. Crafting table. Get them to friendship level 10. I don't know why this never comes up, even though I'm pretty sure it is called a crafting table. Like the basic ones. Oh, it's called station. That makes sense. That's my own fault. Once they're at level 10, you can go to a crafting station. Go to potion and enchantment, and then you can craft these training manuals. Craft the one that you want to make them. So if you want to make somebody a time bender and they're not already, craft a time bending manual and then go to that character and give it to them as a gift, just like you would give favorite gifts, and that will turn them into a time bender. How many storage rooms do I actually have? The only storage rooms I have are in my main house. I have technically 3 floors of storage, although only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those rooms are storage. My first floor is my valley storage. My second floor is my Eternity Isle storage. And my third floor, no, my 20th floor is my gem storage for all worlds. You think Timon and Pumbaa will be time benders? Nice. One of my completely irrational goals for myself before the DLC comes out is to have 1,000,000 mist, which actually I don't think will be as difficult as it sounds because I have literally every person as a time bender. But I want to have I want to have 1,000,000 mist stored so that I never have to worry about time bending again. So I might make Timon and Pumbaa time benders if I haven't accomplished that yet, just to make that easier. Hi, Bailey. How are you? Oh, here's the thing. I don't like how many tables we have, but I kind of do like the tablecloth table. The other option that we would have would be like this one, which is the one that we used inside. Or even, I don't think I'm going to like the one with the umbrella. Although the umbrella in theory is nice. 1 million? Yes, 1 million. I think I currently have close to 600,000. Yeah, so it's not going to be that dramatic. The only the dramatic thing is that I'm just constantly setting unrealistic and unnecessary goals for myself in this game. So like the time bending one, I don't think is wild on its own. I do think I could do it. That being said, in conjunction with the other goals that I also have for myself, that I want to accomplish before the DLC, that's what starts making it unrealistic. Like, I want to decorate every interior room of every premium shop house. I want to have 1 million mist. I already surpassed my star coin thing just by cooking so much. I want to get to the end of the scramble coin track. I want to get every memory in the game except for the critter feeding ones. There were more, but I have them written down, but those are the main ones. I think we're gonna use the wood ones. Ooh, the tablecloth is nice, but I think it's a little bit too fancy. I need to decide what chairs I want to use. Interestingly, I don't think I want to use the chairs that come with these tables, if I can avoid it. Seating. Do you think Timon and Pumbaa will be conjoined? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Do I want a bench? I don't like the footprint of this side of the house. Hi, Ignis. Hello. You're trying to finish all the Dreamlight tasks you started last Christmas. Oh, yeah. I want to do all of the Eternity Isle tasks except for the Splinters of Fate because there's no, like, mathematically, there's no way I can finish that in time. I'm trying to be kind to my, like, if there's something that's literally physically impossible for me to do, I'm not going to worry about it. But other than that, all bets are off. Are the interiors of the 2 cafes decorated? One room is, no, 2 rooms are in this. I have 1 room in this, but it's not the main one. I briefly tried to start decorating the main room of this on our member stream, I think, and I got so frustrated because I have like an idea. No, let me not say that. I have an idea, but we don't have the items for it. So I want it to feel very like 50s diner. And with the little bit of looking around that I was doing, this is kind of like the closest setup that I could come up with. This table would be better if the top was not wooden, but like we don't have, I don't know. I feel so limited sometimes. Look at me. I'm limited. You have to catch 6 squid. Oh, for the star path, yeah. Luca, I think Kitty dropped the member. I think if you click ! member, it should drop a link, but it should also be at the top of near the top of the description box of the stream. You see the vision? Thank you. Yeah, there's a vision there. I just need to go back and try to work on it at a time when I'm not so frustrated by the lack of options. Ooh, I didn't even think about trying to fit this here. This is so pretty, and it would be pretty near this. It's just, it feels a little weird across from the cafe, but I might try to put it here anyway. You figure the cleanup the Splinters of Fate will happen on its own with the Star Path tasks. Yeah, I've been trying to make sure that I get all of them each day, but sometimes not many spawn. Like, I think I only had 6 today. So it just takes a really long time. And, yeah, I just know mathematically speaking, I will not have the number that I need pop up before the DLC comes out. Can you see the 2 in Jumbo Cafe? I just went in there a bit ago. Oh no, but I'll go back in a little bit. This is your current favorite fountain. It's so good. It's so pretty, so I do want to use it. Part of me wants to find a place for it up here. I could probably replace this rocky pool with it. Or even, I don't know, I kind of like having the hourglass here. But I think for now, I'll just try to make it work down here. I wanted to get rid of those on the side. I kind of want a fence. I think I used... this fence back here last time. Wait. Now I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I love options, but I feel like it's a little silly that this is the fence that we have 2 different colors of. Or is that just me? Thanks so much, Yo-Yo. I appreciate it. Or I could do this one. I kind of want to do that one, though. Thanks for hanging out, Pickles. I appreciate it. Wait, we can replace fences like we can paths, right? I don't think I've ever really tried that before. Start over here. There could be so many other options. Yeah, I'm not against having like more than one swatch of fence. I just feel like this one in particular, being the one that has more than one swatch, is a little strange. You've been working on the Eternity Isle achievements. You have paprika and cleanup splinters left. You're so close to finishing. I still have the fishing ones to do, but I'm like getting close to being done with those. I have the critter feeding, but I think I only have a couple days of that left. Actually, if I need to take a hiatus, maybe we'll feed the critters. And I have the splinters. Oh, and some of the spices, but I've calculated it out and I should have more than enough time to get all of the things that I need for that. I kind of want one of the signs. Is it under sign? No, of course not. Board, maybe? You wish all the fencing came in a light and dark in that way? That would be really nice. Ah, like this one. This feels right. I need something to hide the mailbox. I hate the mailboxes. Quickly thinking of if there's anything that would work to hide the mailbox. I don't think so. I'm just gonna put this there. How do you get the Bumblestone fence? You craft it, but I believe... Oh, I need the sandwich board. I believe it's under furniture when you craft it. That's not a word. Your character keeps on being really high up and not walking on the ground. Very strange. I think you craft it under furniture. Yeah. There's the gold and the green. Same with this bronze fence. It's crafted under furniture, but when you go to place it, it's under fencing. Very weird. What else do I want out here? Maybe I should get a circular planter of the glass flowers. These ones. Your favorite ride at California Adventures is the Little Mermaid ride. Do you know if it's the same as the one at Disney World? I've never been to California Adventure before. I think there is good. I feel like they should at least change the mailbox to match each house. I feel like I don't see them doing that. That would be nice. I would honestly prefer to just be able to hide the mailbox. I would love that. What kind of stuff did I use over here? I did use some palm trees. We have sand fountains that we could use. You don't even have the main valley tasks done, so Eternity Isles are going to be on hold for a while. Oh, I think... Listen, hear me out. This is a safe space. This is a no judgment zone. I'm 95% sure that I had made a goal for myself to complete all of the main valley tasks before we even got the Scar update. And I think I did in fact do it. And the only ones that I hadn't completed were the ones that I physically did not have enough days for, which at that point I think were clearing night thorns and possibly gifting villagers their favorite gifts. I picked up this game and I really let's say committed to this game. You're so distressed by the squid. I feel like the squid isn't that bad. As long as you fish all of the circles in the Glade and the Forgotten Lands. I feel like the blue circles pop up pretty often in the Glade. I want an outdoor seat that I can put by here. You don't see why any house other than our main one even needs a mailbox, really. Exactly. I feel like it's fine if they want to give us the option to toggle the mailbox on or off, because sometimes I guess you don't want to go all the way to your house to check your mail. But I do feel like it's just not necessary most of the time. It just ends up looking weird. Your luck today with the memory orbs is not good. Oh no, still don't have a single full memory and I've only gotten 1 or 2 memory pieces today. I'm sorry to hear that. I, after the sad events of last week, have not done any cooking. I do need to find that last pesky piece. But I don't know. I think I'm going to move on and just focus on gardening for a little bit. I wish we had this chair in different colors. This would be good inside here. I might still use it anyway. Hi, Travis. Oh. This one I think is better. Let me see if I can find anything even better. My guess is probably not. No. Okay. I forgot we had this. Also, this is a Star Path item, right? We think this will probably be coming back to the premium shop. Yeah, I think this will probably be coming back to the premium shop. I forgot we had this. My little corner, thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Have a 3-day weekend. Congrats. That's exciting. There, sort of. You're so close to finishing all the achievements on your newer save. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that's the thing that scares me the most about thinking about starting a new save or I really don't think I could ever restart the save. I think I would actually push myself into like a minor anxiety attack if I tried to do that. Oh, speaking of, Speaking of anxiety attacks, I watched Inside Out 2 yesterday. You know what? I didn't love it. I don't know what it is. Like, I liked it. I did cry at one point. I feel like it's almost impossible for me to watch a Disney or Pixar movie without crying, but something about it I didn't love as much as the first one. The mailbox is also craftable, so we could literally just add our own if we want extra. Does the craftable mailbox work as an actual mailbox? Actually, I'm curious about that. Let me see. Oh, it does. Then why? Okay. I've never tried because I never had a reason to. Why? I think they need to just get rid of the mailboxes on the premium shop houses. Please and thanks. You think the tree and bench will be in a bundle? I could definitely see that. I think we were chatting about this a little bit on Friday, maybe. Like what items from that star path we think might pop up in a bundle in the premium shop. You know what just popped into my head? A Lovely Night from the Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella. What a song. What a play. What a film with Brandy. Let's see. You watched it this week too? Is a canopy couch in the Scrooge shop? Oh, the one from the Moana collection, I believe. Yeah, it is. You go there. You pop back there. Thank you for the sip reminder. You liked it better than the first one? Really? I think the thing I didn't like about it as much is that they had like, I don't know. I didn't love that they had a villain and that the villain was who it was. Well, I guess you could say they weren't really a villain, but they kind of like functionally in the film, they were a villain. And I just didn't feel like that worked as well for me as the plot in the first movie. Can I bring this even further over? Cheetah Girls 2 was phenomenal. It was. Wait, was that? Oh, sequels are never as good as the original. I don't know if that I necessarily agree with that. I'm not a sequel hater in general. Like, do I think every sequel needs to exist? No. Do I think sequels are always unnecessary? No. And I think sometimes they're really good and sometimes even better than the original. Like, to this day, I still don't know whether I prefer Frozen 1 or 2. I love them both. Okay, yeah. A double water feature. Up from Pixar made you cry straight from the start. Oh, of course. Yeah, the first several minutes of Up are just like, why? It's like, why would you start me off crying? Like, that just feels like another level of rude and disrespectful, actually. The first seemed more fleshed out to you. Like, I liked some of the concepts in Inside Out too. I didn't hate it. I watched it. I had a fine time. But as I was watching it, I was like, I don't think I like this as much as I like the other one. It could also be a little bit, to be honest, the fact that this one felt a lot more externally focused as well. Like in the first movie, we do see Riley living her life, but I feel like a lot more of the movie is inside Riley's head dealing with the emotions versus Inside Out 2 feels like it spends a lot more time externally with Riley, and I didn't find that as compelling. The Brandy Cinderella is the only Cinderella you like. Wait, really? Know your issue with that princess and her blue dress. Oh my goodness. Your mom saw an older version of Rodgers and Hammerstein, the one with Julie Andrews, yeah. Also phenomenal and fabulous. I grew up with the one with Brandy though, so that's the one I usually think of. Although I had my my phase of listening to the Broadway soundtrack with Laura Osnes. You hate sequels when it's like what they're doing with Toy Story. I saw the first three and I liked the first three, and I thought the third one was really well received, but I haven't seen the fourth one. But I feel like if 3 out of 4 aren't bad, I'd probably stick around for the next one and just see what happens. Because those are pretty good odds. You loved it, you're a psych major. I studied psych, so I don't think it's that. Like, I've been through much mental health training. Dazzy, I don't think I said any spoilers. I'm very anti-spoiler myself, so I try to avoid spoilers. Like for other people as well. I don't know what else to put around this. I want... what did I put up here? You like sequels if you like the characters. Lion King 1.5 is your favorite Lion King. I think you might have mentioned that before. I've definitely seen that one, but I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid. That's not one of the ones that I rewatched. I went through and rewatched many movies when Disney Plus first popped on the scene because I was like, yes, I don't have to have my VHSs anymore. I don't have to have my VHSs anymore. I can watch Disney movies that I haven't seen in years. Amazing. And so then I did. And a lot of the like old DComs that I'd watched. Yeah, if also just like back to the spoilers thing, if I am ever going to say something that I think is a spoiler, I'm usually really good about like giving advanced warning so people can mute me or like come back later or something. I really don't like spoilers. Lion King 1.5 is top tier. Wait, really? Is that a common opinion? Oh, I'm so sorry. My game crashed. Stream is gonna get weird. Let me exit out of this. Sorry. Got too distracted talking about stuff. Yes, I know. Every time I try to restart the game after a crash, Steam is like, your game crashed. And I'm like, well, yes, thank you. I'm aware. Very aware. So yeah, stream's gonna get glitchy. If it does, if you try refreshing the stream, that should probably fix it. The bronze fences, do I mind showing the different versions? I can show you once I pop back in. Are VHS even worth anything? I think some of them actually sell for a lot. I don't know though, I haven't looked. I do still have a huge collection of Disney VHSs. And like Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Those were kind of the two things that were like me growing up. I have a bunch of them, but I haven't thought about selling them. I don't know. Yeah, I am familiar with it, Albie. I know like the concept of Lion King 1.5. I have seen it before. I just haven't watched it in probably X number of years that would make me feel past my prime. Royun, please tell me how you pronounce your name if that's not it. Hello, welcome in. How are you? You're sure VHS are a niche collection thing for many people still? Probably. My issue right now is that I don't have a VCR. I had one for a really long time. Oh, the fences. Let me do that actually now before I forget. Yeah, I had one up until like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and then mine broke. So now I have no way to watch them. This is the bronze fence with the blue accents on it. It's also modular, so you have pieces that have the, what would you call this? Whatever this boy is. Like a, I don't know, you know, it has the thing on the one side. And then you also have, let me pull them up. You also have, oh, the poles. Yes. You also have the poles that you can connect, and there are also pieces that have the pole on both sides, so you can like build out your fence. That's the blue one. Oh no. It's fine. That's the blue one. And this over here is the red one. I think they call it red, although it's kind of like pink. But yeah, I kind of like these. And these ones I think are better than the Bumblestone ones. These ones, let me just grab an extra one. These link together really well, and like, oh, I didn't even know you could put them together that way, but I guess you can if you want. It does clip, but you could. But this is like the way that you are intended to do it. But even like turning corners and stuff, it works really well. But the Bumblestone ones don't really work that well. They work well in a line, but if you try to do a corner or anything, it doesn't really work. So that is a bit of a bummer. Your grandmother had a VCR DVD player combo. Yeah, that's the one I had. Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're sad you lost so many of your VHS, but also where would you even find a VCR today? I think you can find them, but the last time I looked, they were actually surprisingly expensive, which I guess makes sense if people don't really use them as much. But I do still consider it to be rude. So there's that. Maybe I just don't put this bench here and I just leave that one here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I'm gonna not worry about, I need to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of this. I think the fact that this is a desert really throws me off because I feel like I struggle with knowing how much is too much in terms of adding like foliage and stuff like that. That's what confused you about the fencing, the components. Yeah, so it's kind of frustrating because you have to craft a bunch of them to cover an area with the fences, but you can build it out however you want, which is nice. What biome am I in? I'm in the Glittering Dunes, which is on Eternity Isle, the DLC world. Well, the one DLC, one of the, well, it's the only one for now, but soon I won't be able to say that anymore. I can't remember who it was, but ever since someone brought up that they think the DLC might be coming early next year, I'm a little panicked about it. There is no reason to feel that way, like the panic. But I'm like, what if the DLC isn't coming out until next year? I don't like that. That doesn't sound nice to me. You had a TV with the built-in VCR. I definitely had one of those when I was growing up. Yeah. I don't know how many VHS I have. I haven't looked at them in a while, but we had so many. A few years back, when my parents were making like a big move, they brought me and my 3 siblings who were the age where we would have watched them. And we went through and we did like a kind of like a schoolyard pick of the ones that we wanted. So we just like went around and picked the VHS tapes that we wanted and went from there. Surprisingly, I don't think any fights broke out. I still need a chair for this. You notice that some of the DLC pathing and fencing are individual components. Not a fan of that. I think in some ways it's kind of nice. Because it gives you a little bit more flexibility. But yeah, I think for the most part, I don't have too many complaints about it. Some of the things fit together a little bit strangely. Mainly like the blue zircon pieces, I think you have to kind of fight with a little bit to get it to look a specific way. And then the bumblestone not fitting together on a corner is a little annoying, but other than that, I don't mind it. And I kind of like the flexibility of having the individual pieces. I might have to use the chairs that go with these tables. I don't super want to. Not me stressing about something I can't control. It's not that I'm trying to feel like I can control. It's more like I need more space to decorate. And thinking about having to wait even longer makes me like twitch a little bit. They give us way too many premium shop houses and I just can't. I simply don't have the room. I'll pop this over here or something. Insert normal, responsive, no need to stress, and no need to rush. Oh, I know. Yeah. It's not anything to do with like rushing or stuff. It's more just like, I don't, how do I explain this? I love bulldozing my valley. I really do. I get a fair amount of joy out of it. That being said, I don't like feeling pressured to bulldoze my valley. And I feel like we're getting to the point where I really don't have room for anything else. And thinking about reconfiguring my valley and or aisle to fit a lot more stuff for many updates to come potentially. Well, not many is dramatic, but several updates to come without having a new world to put things on. That's more why I'm like, especially because I know how long it took me to rebuild after bulldozing my valley and doing the aisle from scratch. Like, that took a long time. I don't regret doing it. I probably will do it again. I just don't want to feel like I have to. How do you go about starting to decorate biomes? You've been meaning to start, but you get confused on how I bulldoze so that you can start with a fresh canvas. So when I'm going to decorate a biome, the first thing I do is figure out what buildings I want to have in the biome. Sometimes that's a really easy thing for me to do. Sometimes it's kind of like a whatever's left over after other concepts. But I feel like knowing what buildings that you want there, or knowing a vibe. Like if you have a specific look that you want to go for a biome, then you can build the houses that you put there around it. And if you know the houses that you want to have in a biome, you can build the look around it. So figuring out one of those first. I usually prefer to go with the houses first. Sometimes they actually kind of go hand in hand because you're like, okay, well, I want this house here, so I guess I'm going to go for this kind of a vibe. So what other buildings can I put there to make that work, kind of thing? But yeah, that's kind of like the first step. And then I figure out where I want the buildings to be. Buildings and any non-negotiable large items. So like here, when we started today, this was pretty barren. I had this building and these two things here because these were like the buildings and non-negotiable large items that I knew I needed to fit. And I like to make sure I have a layout that is going to work for those. So that's the next thing that I do. And then after that, I usually do paths because I think pathing adds a lot of structure and then it's easier to kind of fill in the spaces between the path afterwards. So those are usually like my starter steps. And from there, it can kind of go a lot of different ways depending on what I'm building. I want something here. And I don't know what it is. I think it's a palm tree. You really want gates for the fencing. Yes, absolutely. Not a fan because it eats up on your item count. Oh, that's so true. I didn't think about that. Because I don't really use like the blue zircon as path regularly. I think right now I have it as a small path area in front of Anna and Kristoff's. But I don't use it enough to really notice an effect on my item count. You love decorating, you want a new place to decorate. Yeah, that's partially it too. Like, I'm excited to see the shape and the flow of the new place that we get. I'm excited to see like the vibes of the new place. I hope we get at least one area that's like super... Let me save. What's the word I'm looking for? Versatile, I guess. Kind of like the plaza or the meadow. I feel like those are two biomes where literally you could put anything for the most part and build it up and make it look like it belongs. So I hope we get something kind of like that. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited. We're only... Listen, hear me out. We're probably only about 5 weeks away from the showcase. Listen, it's going slowly. Sorry, I can't freak out about things and also pull things out of decorating mode. It just doesn't work. Yeah, I think we're only probably about 5 weeks away from the showcase. It's gonna be wild. I'm so excited. Should I get a green screen? Huh. I think last time I streamed the showcase, I had like the showcase up in a little rectangle, and then I think I had me in a circle kind of on it, or like maybe in a rectangle off to the side, kind of overlapping a little bit. I wonder if I should do that or if I should have a green screen. I do have a green screen, but it's like not the easiest one to actually utilize. A whole new world indeed, kitty. Yes, I am going to have this umbrella here. I don't really know how much I'm able to run up this, but we'll find out. To move that back there. You don't think they can do that on Switch? Wait, do what on Switch? You think they said that the next update they're going to expand the main game biome spaces? They did definitely not say that. What they said was that they were going to give features that were going to add more flexibility and room to decorate. which I do not think is going to include. They also said it would be by the end of the year. They didn't say that it was the next update. So it could be this coming up one, but it could be the December one. But I think it's actually going to be ability to like hide villager houses and things like that, which would technically give more room to decorate because you could cut down on the number of buildings that you had, and it would give more flexibility because you would have more agency over what you have in your valley. I don't think they would be able to increase the size of the base game valley with the current performance on some platforms. But I don't know. I've seen a lot of people think that they were going to give like valley presets. I'm not sure really if I think that's going to happen or not. I think the most likely feature would be the ability to hide villager houses. You love when you create an area for dream snaps and it actually looks good, so you keep it for once. Oh, I never do that. I wish I could. Can I? Oh, I think I can move the bench over, but I don't think it's gonna matter because I can't move the umbrella over. You're very interested to see what they're going to do for making it easier to not be so squished in our valleys. Yeah, I feel like we've talked about this before, but we haven't talked about it in a while. I really do feel like they kind of need to give the ability to hide villagers' houses because they definitely can't continue expanding the size of the valley like forever. You know what I mean? Like eventually, just because it's a game that runs on systems that can't necessarily support it. Well, I don't know whether it's the system or the game is up for debate, but they just like feasibly can't continue to add space to the valley forever. So they have to eventually have a way to cut down on what you have in the valley, because we're going to keep getting free updates. We're going to keep getting characters with houses. They're going to have to like, you know what I mean? Like that's not going to stop. So I feel like they need to give us the ability to hide character houses, because otherwise eventually there literally would be no space. It's not just like the way that sometimes we feel like there's no space, like there literally would be no space eventually. So that's another reason why I feel like that's something that they're probably already considering, and possibly what they were, at least one of the things that they were referring to. AE, the thing about that is that even when the Switch 2 comes out, like this game still is available on the regular Switch. So you can't just make the game function on the Switch 2. Like it still has to function on the original Switch because people purchased it on that. And some people aren't going to buy the new Switch. You know what I mean? So they can't just be like, oh, Switch 2 is here, that means we can just do whatever, and the people that own the game on the original Switch are just gonna have to suffer. Got a blue bubble explosion of squid? Congratulations, that's awesome. You wouldn't mind an expansion to the biomes as long as it was completely new areas, unconnected to existing ones. They can't mess with people's decor. I don't think they can do it though. Like, and the thing is, it's not even just the Switch. I'm gonna actually end this poll. It's been going on for a long time. Thank you for voting. Seems like October 9th is the majority of people's guesses. What was I saying? Oh, it's not just the Switch. Like, I know a lot of people who play on Xbox also have a lot of issues. So like I don't know. I really don't think they're gonna do something like increasing space and adding completely new forageables and all of that kind of stuff that is negatively going to impact performance on multiple systems. Hi Ruby, how are you? The little robot guy, it's inspired by Atlantis. This makes me so mad. No, it's inspired by Atlantis, but it's not like an actual character from something. Give me one of the really tall ones. Heading home from lunch. Nice. Pop that there. It's fine. The stream snap is going to be the death of you. You don't have that much fall decor and no idea what to do. I think I'm planning on probably repurposing my pumpkin patch. So you could plant a lot of pumpkins. You could use like the red trees and the sunlit plateau colored foliage. That's going to give lots of fall vibes. And then it's a decor challenge, I believe, but also wearing a fall themed outfit is going to help with the vibe. And I think there are some craftable fall items like barrels, crates. I feel like that gives a very fall kind of feel. We have like caramel apples, I think, that you can make, which feels very autumnal. What is the fall decor that we have? You don't know why it's been crashing on Xbox S lately? Like, come on. Yeah, I mean, the game's been a little messy recently. Oh, the hay bales. That's very, like, fall. I feel like this Jubilant topiary can read kind of fall as well. We have these items. Well, this is an interior one only, but these two are pretty, and I think these are available to anybody to decorate or like to craft. To be honest, I feel like we have way more Halloween stuff in the game than we have fall stuff. You can also, instead of just planting pumpkins, you can take pumpkins that you've already grown and drop them and decorate with them. So that's an option. You can, I don't know if you can craft pumpkins. You can buy them, but I think a lot of those are from an event, right? I was trying to think of stuff that wasn't necessarily tied to like events. That works. You feel there's a lot more autumn themed stuff in the game than spring or winter, for example. I think there is more in just like in terms of like Scrooge's shop and crafting and stuff. We have a good amount of winter stuff, but a lot of it was from Star Paths, so if people didn't participate in those, they probably won't have them. The search bar is helpful. I've definitely been using it a lot more recently. And I am a fan. Can you go there? You can, which means I'm probably going to get rid of you and find something else to use there. Like... Yikes. Be this. The Scarecrow Pumpkin Harvest banner. Yeah. So there are a lot of good fall craftables. Part of me almost wishes these had the umbrellas on them. I just feel like the umbrella doesn't necessarily... I don't know. I'll put something on the tables and then it'll be a little bit better. I think this is fine. You like all the pumpkin bunches that you can get from Cinderella collections that, oh yeah, that were in Scrooge's. I remember those were I feel like those took a long time for me to show up, but I was trying to get them at the time they were added to the game, so I don't know how often they show up for newer players, if that makes sense. Look for some Wally items. I had such high hopes today of doing interior decorating, and here I am just not doing it. It's my own fault. Literally, I have no one to blame, but girl, you are going through the ceiling. There we go. You think some had codes to them? The pumpkins, I don't believe so. But I don't remember any codes for the pumpkins. A lot of items like Anna's picnic set. Oh yeah, that also feels very autumnal. Wish we could get a tool that made it easier to grind Dreamlight, like the hourglass for Mist. I kind of get it, but I feel like the trade-off for that is the dream shards. Because, like, there's no way to craft Mist. But you can craft Dreamlight with the dream shards. And granted, like, you need them a lot at the beginning of the game. But I feel like if you've been playing for a while, you just, like, get so many of them. And there's nothing else to do with them, really. Bit of an odd spot to put that. I'm gonna move it somewhere else. The light. Thought we were doing interior. I didn't necessarily have like a specific plan. Well, I mean, I was thinking about doing Belle's, like the provincial library. But I don't know. This was just calling to me, I guess. There's carved pumpkins. I believe you buy them, but I believe those are mostly part of the Halloween event. So I think you had to have completed that to get those items. Maybe we'll block this off with cones, like it's no longer functional. Do I agree the next star path will likely be trash? I don't, because I don't know anything about it. I also feel like I don't think any of the previous star paths have been trash. I've had ones that I liked more than others, but overall, I think the star paths have been pretty good. Especially when you consider the fact that they're basically free if you finish them. I'm looking for the thing from Elemental. There it is. That's true, Kitty. It's like the way that made me think of Knives Out, the coffee mug that says my house, my coffee, my rules. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for the next Knives Out movie. I'm gonna put that right about there, maybe. Or maybe I actually put it up here. Maybe there. Welcome back, Derek. Valenci, we don't know that there won't be any Halloween stuff. They haven't shared the theme. They haven't shared any of the actual items. And even if there's not Halloween stuff, like, that doesn't mean the Star Path won't be good. I understand if there are things that, oh yeah, just general, I mean, general sort of channel outlook is here we're all aware that different people have different preferences and opinions about stuff, but overall we try to A, respect people's opinions even if they're different than ours, and B, stay fairly positive about things. Constructive criticism is one thing, but anticipatory negativity is not beneficial to anybody. We need a movie night. Wait, watch together? Wait, watch together what? What was I talking about? Oh, Knives Out. Yeah. I like the Knives Out movies. I like mysteries, but I don't really like scary mysteries, which is why I like Knives Out, because it's like, it's got suspense. It's got like the fun interpersonal dynamics that make mysteries really fun to watch, but it's not like scary. I feel like there's something else I need. Hi Molly, how are you? That's just my opinion. Absolutely. 9 times out of 10, whenever that clip comes to mind, no one's actually challenging my opinion. I just feel really strongly about it, so I feel the need to add that little oomph, you know? I want like a table. Let me save actually. When did they add the Tron filter? I think the last update, like the one that we just got, and as far as I know, the only thing we have that's actually in the Tron category right now is the premium shop outfit. This. It's a pretty cool outfit, honestly. I still need to find a way to go to Disney World sometime soon and check out the Tron ride. To be fair, I've never seen Tron, either the old one or the new one. I mean, to be fair, the new one isn't really new, but newer, you know? Haven't watched it. But I feel like it's something I would like. I need to quickly go back to my storage. I want to grab a couple of the, I think they're time bending pieces that look kind of like gears and stuff. I think it might be fun to drop those sort of around the gas station area. Why did you think we could search filter in the crafting menu? Maybe one day, and also the cooking menu, but not currently. The Wally bench, I think I popped it in front of the V8 Cafe.
Oh, you poor unfortunate.
Vanessa in her spot still. I'm not sure if I want another bench in front of the gas station. We'll see. The original Tron movie is one of your husband's favorites. Really? I feel like, I don't know that this is true, but I feel like it came out around the time of like, you know, let me stop talking. Wait, let me look. Because there's a movie that I always link it to in my brain. Okay, yeah. Tron Legacy came out in 2010. Race to Witch Mountain came out in 2009. I'm so aware these movies have nothing to do with each other, but those two movies are always linked in my brain. Does anyone else have like weird stuff that just like goes together in your mind? You think of one, you think of the other, even if they have nothing to do with each other. Anything else? I think that's it. You haven't seen it, but you rode the ride. My grandma rode the ride the last time she went to Disney, and she absolutely loved it. She was talking to me about it like last Thanksgiving and how much fun she had. And I was like, good for you. Hi, Patricia. Vanessa loves that book. She does. Either that or she's using it as a ploy to spy on my home for some reason. Presumably to monitor my comings and goings, which is a little bit terrifying, I'm not gonna lie, but not necessarily surprising considering it's Ursula. What's my daily routine? How do I have so many resources? So the thing is, I don't currently have like, well, I do have a daily routine right now, sort of, but it's pretty minimal. I don't do a lot of resource gathering currently, just because I just sort of amassed a bunch of resources and now it's more just maintaining every now and then. But back in the day, I would do a lot of I just spent a lot of time in the valley. The thing about it is, apart from the usual tips like making sure you have a buddy with you and making sure that you have the well-fed bonus, using elixirs, apart from those kinds of things, the reality of the situation is that you just kind of have to be in the valley a lot. But what I used to do is anytime I saw anything, I would pick it up. Like if I was running from one place to one place, I see a flower, I pick it up. I see an herb, I pick it up. And I see like a dig spot, I dig it, even if I don't need it. And I think that over time really accumulates. If you have the DLC, I strongly recommend grinding until you can make a 3rd level ancient vacuum, because you can go to these and pick up every ground forageable at once, which is super helpful in terms of mostly flowers and herbs. Yeah. Hi, Abby. How are you? Aristocats and Beauty and the Beast live in the same castle in your head. Wait, really? That's an interesting one. You knew I was thinking about Race to Witch Mountain? Wait, how? You love my grandparents so much. They be living their best lives. Both sets of my grandparents are awesome. They're so funny too. Oh, I need to craft another one of these. Let me do that now, actually, before I forget. Like I've talked about my one grandpa before. He was like halfway into his 70s and decided he wanted to be an EMT. So he went like to all this training and now he's an EMT and it's so cute. And then my other grandparents are kind of like jet setters. They're just traveling all the time. They're pretty adorable. Oh, I'm almost out of wheat. Oh, goodness. If you play the game long enough, you're going to end up swimming in resources. Yeah. It can definitely be tricky at first. You do eventually pass a hump where you're like, I literally have too much, and you probably will end up selling stuff. But I think the biggest thing is not being like complacent about spawns. So anytime you see something on the ground, pick it up. And I think another one actually that was useful for me when I first started getting characters from realms or, you know, not from realms, I wouldn't give them gifts to level them up. I would actually do valley chores with them to level them up. Because then it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It's spending time with them to level them, but it's also getting resources at the same time. I'm still to this day not really a big like gift giver to level people up. Does the vacuum also get sticks? Yeah, it picks up wood as well. And it will clear night thorns. Need the motorcycle and scooter to come back. Has this come to the premium shop yet? The Elasticycle? I can't remember. This one, I wonder if it will. I feel like I have pretty much nothing. I have nothing concrete to back this up. It's purely just based off of my memory of the way that people were talking about things. I feel like The Wonder of Pixar's Star Path was one of people's least favorites. So I kind of wonder how many items we'll get back from it. We did just get the aquarium and the like manta ray ceiling thing, right? Hollow, thank you so much. That's so sweet. The ancient vacuum is your favorite addition to the game. It makes it okay to do crazy decorating that you never did before. Yeah, it makes it so much easier to decorate and not worry about things because you can just pick them up with the vacuum. I do still try to do fairly functional decorating, but if I can't for whatever reason, or if I just really don't want to in a certain area, the vacuum makes it easier for sure. I would like... Do I want the Dazzle Beach rock, or do I want the Sunlit Plateau rock? The Sunlit Plateau rock is like kind of mossy on the top, right? That's the water rock. Yeah, I don't want that. Gifts are good for periods when you're not playing as much. Otherwise, it's always best to hang out with them. I would agree with that, yeah. Gifts are definitely faster, but... I think hanging out with people is more useful in terms of like resources. The one thing about this house is if you put anything kind of on the footprint of it, well, most things, even if, because like the actual footprint of the house is all the way here, you can put things up against it if it's low, but like, yeah, it makes it really hard to grab the things. Sometimes you can't grab the things. You used to spam gift, but you think it's nice to kind of hang out and get to know the character. I agree. It makes me feel like a poor hostess when I'm when I'm just like spam gifting. I'm like, oh, you're new here. I don't care about you. Take these 50 purified night shards and leave me alone. Cool, cool, cool. You know what I need? A cactus. Just need the word art pillar to return. Listen, I mean, we did make a pretty bomb build with it, so maybe it should come back. Maybe it should come back. Thank you for the stretch reminder. You hate spamming gifts because you love to be friends with your villagers. Yeah, like most of them, I'm like, I'm excited that you're here. Why would I just like... Why wouldn't I want to hang out with you? You lost power for 3 days. I'm so sorry. If y'all have been around the channel, you know that where I live, I lose power anytime the wind whistles a little bit too hard. Like, it's all the time. But I surprisingly don't think we lost power at all with the hurricane coming through. Here's you just chilling and vibing, giving their daily gifts. I mean, daily gifts is fine. I feel like daily gifts feels a little bit like more personal, because at least you're giving things that you know that they want, you know? But when I have done this before, I just don't like to do it when you just spam gift like purified night shards or gems or flowers. That's what feels like, it makes me feel a little bit bad when I do it. Bring the gate over on this side too. Keeping phone charges is a pain. Oh yeah, I was so prepared. I had my 2 portable chargers. I made sure they were fully charged. I was so prepared that I even charged my Kindle. And if you have a Kindle, you know that thing lives forever. Like, I read it all the time and I never charge it, but I was like, you know what? I'm even gonna charge my Kindle. I'm gonna be so ready for anything that happens. And then, like, I think the power went out for like an hour overnight one night or something, but it was pretty much nothing. I don't know if this is where it is. We'll figure it out, I guess. I suppose I could push it into this tree. That's how your house is. Sometimes you're lucky during thunderstorms, most times not. This time not lucky. I'm so sorry. Let me go down and look. Even when you care, or when you don't care about a specific character, you're always excited once you actually get them. Like, ultimately, you just want as many characters and IPs as possible. That's how I am too. Which is why when it's come up that, like, I am not super thrilled about the timing of the Timon and Pumbaa update. I wish we were getting different characters right now. I still am excited to get them. I'm still gonna have so much fun when they're actually in the game. Like, seeing what they talk about, seeing their personalities, having them, like, running around the valley. I think it's gonna be so fun. Like, there really aren't characters, except for, you know, maybe 1 or 2 that I don't want in the game. There are some that I would prefer over others, but at the end of the day, I love Disney. I'm such a Disney nerd, so I'm gonna be happy with whatever we get. Spam gifting is not your jam. You'd rather give them daily gifts and hang out with them for a whole day while doing whatever task. Yeah, I feel like it also makes the content last a little longer too, when you're not just taking 15 minutes to level them up. You thought you had to hang out with them to level them up originally, and you cannot stand Mother Gothel. Oh no. Timon and Pumbaa are gonna want bugs. I don't think we have, like, bugs. Can we still make that? Do we have, like, a grub item or something we can make? Cook? Kind of like this, but I kind of want to swap it around like so. Why was I giving Ka there with the held S's? Actually, you know what else that just reminded me of? We talk about Disney Mania a fair amount on this channel, but does anyone remember when Selena Gomez did Trust in Me from Jungle Book for Disney Mania? I do. Have I thought of using the Oswald car? I haven't. I don't think I really want to use it. I like the Oswald stuff. I think it's really cool looking, but I don't tend to use it a lot in builds because I feel like it throws off the vibe with the color and like the type of cell shading or whatever it is. I think they need to add parade stuff to the game. That would be kind of interesting. I wonder how they would do that. You hope we get the vast majority of the staples before they start pulling from things like Disney Channel, Marvel, Star Wars. I wouldn't mind one update a year to be like not a main boy. You know what I mean? Like, even if we haven't gotten everybody, I wouldn't necessarily mind that much if like 1 year, one update, we got like a Star Wars character, and the next year for an update, we got like a Marvel character or something. I don't think that's that bad. The time-bending grubby log, but I don't think Timon... Well, does anybody want time-bending parts as favorite gifts? Has anybody requested that before? Do we know? I need another palm tree. And I think I'm gonna go with this one again. No, I want to go with one of the smaller ones. And by smaller, I mean medium. We do, but it's a DLC recipe. I think, from what I remember, characters can want DLC items as favorite gifts if you have the DLC. But if you don't have the DLC, they won't want those items. Oh, I do want to use the darker color, actually. This one. The footprint of this palm tree always makes me so mad. Why is it like that? Esra, hello, hello. Okay. Your son wanted to buy you the starter pack for Lorcana. You had to tell him no because you know it would become a thing and you can't afford it. Not Lorcana. Sorry, I need I need a moment of silence for my lack of being able to collect Lorcana cards. Anyway. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I just can't allow myself to start doing that kind of thing because I'm the same. I know it would just become a problem, and I don't have the money to be trying to collect Lorcana cards. I just simply do not. I should probably actually put a light here, shouldn't I? I think I will, and I think it'll be this one, if I can get it to fit. Sweet. You need Groot and Rocket in your valley. It'll be so cute, and they're your favorite Marvel characters. Groot is pretty cute. I don't really have feelings about Rocket, to be honest. No shade. I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of those movies that I definitely watched, and I definitely don't remember. You're hoping Lorcana gets a video game version like Hearthstone? You're sure it will since it's super successful. That would be interesting. The card art is so pretty and the card concepts are so cool. And the lore. One thing about me, I love lore. And the lore for Lorcana is so interesting as well. Ugh. Am I gonna go? I can't. I was gonna say, am I gonna go down another Lorcana rabbit hole where I'm just like watching a lot of Lorcana content? But I don't think, I feel like I would be being very mean to myself if I did that. And I don't know that right now I'm in the era of being mean to myself, you know? As someone who loves Disney, Funko Pops are always your go-to collectible because how they look and the prices are decent. I have a few Funko Pop. I have the girls from Vox Machina. So I have a Keyleth, a Pike, a Vex, and a Trinket, actually. I do have a Trinket. And I have a Maleficent, but I'm pretty sure I got the Maleficent in some kind of subscription box. I'm so certain that I wouldn't have bought that. Nothing against Maleficent. I just have had it for a long time and I feel like I would not have bought that. What are they? Wait, what are what? You want Bucky, Iron Man, Captain America, and Wanda in game. Ooh. Why do I kind of want to like put a fence or something? That feels like a bad idea. I just don't really know what to fill this space with. So much so that they put it in the name. I know, right? They knew what they were doing. The Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster at Epcot is a trip. I haven't been on that one. It wasn't finished the last time I went to Epcot. Your best friend bought you a Disney Advent Calendar Funko Pop. Oh, that's fun. You collect Disney pins. That's fun. I used to collect pins. Not specifically Disney pins, just like a bunch of different pins. And I would put them on my denim jackets. So I have one denim jacket that's a black one, and I have all of my black and white pins on there. And then I have one that's like a blue jean jacket, and I have all of my colorful pins on there. I have a couple that wouldn't fit, but for the most part, it's just like literally covered with pins. It's a pretty cool conversation starter when I wear it. Jovi, hello, hello. How are you? I watch Vox Machina. I love Critical Role. I'm not caught up on Critical Role. I've been well, I had to take a break to listen to this audiobook that I'm reading for a readathon right now, but when I go for a walk every morning, I've been rewatching Mighty Nine because I never actually finished Mighty Nine. I have watched all of Vox Machina. And I've watched, I don't know, 30 or 40 episodes of Bell's Hells. Have you? You have well over 100 Marvel Funko Pops. Oh my goodness. That's cool though. I just try not to collect things anymore because my wallet doesn't like it. It'd be strange but funny if any Descendants characters ever got in. I'm kind of rooting for it. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I am. The fact that you do the same thing with pins on denim jackets. Wait, really? We really are twins. Thanks for hanging out, Banjo. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Do I want lights here as well? Like one here and one here maybe? Well, you go there for now. Don't let me forget to save after I do this. It'd be nice if they make a roller coaster ride based on Emperor's New Groove, Pull the Lever. I feel like I've seen people say that before. That would be neat. You love Critical Role, but you had to give up on it quite a while ago. It's just not a realistic time investment. Yeah, it's so much of a time investment, but it's so good, which makes me want to watch it all the time. I don't know. My partner and I were watching it every week for like a while. We were keeping up with campaign 3 for a long time. But then it just got to be a bit much. But when I've been watching it on my walks, I've been watching it on like 1.5 speed. It's not too bad at 1.5 speed. It's like still quite easy to follow what's going on. And that way I can get through the episodes a little bit faster because it's like 4 hours a week, which is kind of a lot. When you go, you have to buy pins. You know, you don't want just so you can trade. Oh, like trading Disney pins. Yeah. I feel ya. Let me grab one of these. That's not gonna be able to go where I want it to go, which is fine, I guess. I think I want you. Be back here. If they put Marvel in the game, it'd be cool, like the quest being fighting bad guys. I'm not really sure what they would end up doing for quests. I do think it would be interesting to have Marvel in the game. It's kind of like Star Wars, where I don't know that I necessarily am hoping they add it, but I do think it would be kind of interesting to see what they did if they added it. This whole area is a lot more like built up than I was intending it to be. Not built up, that's the wrong word, but or like the wrong phrase, but cool. Let me grab one of you, please. Or you. If they gave us Bucky, they'd have to give you the ability to hug the characters that man needs a hug. Oh goodness. I feel like most Marvel characters could probably use a hug, to be honest. Oh, it makes me think, because I feel like we've talked about this game lots of times. Disneyland Adventures, is that what it's called? The way this game lives in my brain constantly, and I can also never remember what it's called. But you all know what I'm talking about. We talked about it a lot. But somewhat recently, I think Tanny Games started playing it as like a Let's Play on her channel. And I watched the first episode and I was like, I do be missing hugging the character. Hugging the characters was so cute. You like wander around the park, you can get their autographs, but you can also go and like give them a little hug. And they're such cutie patooties. Let's up this. Sure. There. Stunning. Can I actually grab another one of these? I think this probably just feels a little weird because previously I had this area really without any trees or anything. But now it's feeling a little lush. A little too lush, one might say, but also it's my aisle. I can do whatever I want with it. You just decorated this area the past week and made it like a market area. Oh, nice. I have my market over in the Borderlands. I need to redo it a little bit. Just with some of the new items that we got from the Agrabah market set, but yeah, I have it over here. I did add this thing in the place of the other stall that I had there, but I have more items that I need to swap out. It's just gonna be such a hassle, I think. So I'm putting it off for now. Cool. I think I need a light over here. Actually, this might have been a cute spot for... You know what? You step aside for a second. I was gonna say this might have been a cute spot for the table with the umbrella. Your brother and sister-in-law got Ariel to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, nice. I've never been to Disney for my birthday. Let me save. I don't remember when I saved, but I know it wasn't now. I'm gonna ignore it. I've never been to Disney for my birthday, but we went for my brother and sister's birthday once. Oh. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave the picnic table. I really do. Partially because that table makes me so angry. Why? It's fine. We're fine. We're so fine. So pretty too, though, and that makes me even more mad. Like, why are you gonna give us something that's so pretty, but also so much a mess? I don't get it. Just put that like there or something. I don't know. In this area, you made a Scrooge in a DuckTales inspired theme. Oh, nice. Yeah, sometimes I say I'm fine, and it's really just to convince myself, but I'm not actually okay. I'm angry and just trying to suppress the anger. The way the umbrella hardly covers anything. I know, just... it's fine. We're just accepting it. Yes, we are. Trying to figure out if you're remembering it wrong. Doesn't the game say it auto saves every 3 to 5 minutes? It should auto save, I think, every 5 minutes, but sometimes it doesn't for me. And even with the auto save, when it works, I find that saving manually sometimes helps my game to crash less. So I still try to manually save pretty regularly. I don't want this giant thing there. I would like this instead. She's trying her best. The umbrella is trying her best, and also so am I. And you know what? Sometimes that's just gotta be enough. All things considered, it's a little messy, but I think it's fine. I might actually bring this path all the way over to here, though. I'll pop some kind of food or something on there at some point. We have that way. We have a tiny little bench. We have this place. Yeah, I think she's fine. Wait. Wait a second. The robot makes little clinking clanking sounds. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That is so cute. You remember when we first got the DLC, you crashed a lot after? Really? I don't think I did too much with the DLC, like when the DLC first came out. Maybe I did. I don't think so, though. Not whipped cream. No, things are okay now. I think I'm over. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I do just say that things are fine when I either don't have an opinion about it or I'm just like trying to convince myself of something. Usually it's like a little bit of both. You've been crashing quite a bit since the last update. You play on Steam Deck. Never had that issue before. Yeah, I feel like from what I've heard, multiple people have been having crashing more this update cycle on platforms that they didn't have that issue on before. So that's a little frustrating. I got you, kitty. You've never crashed on Eternity Isle. Wait, I don't remember if I told this story. I might have, because it was the most bizarre thing that's ever happened to me. This was last week. I was on my Switch, of course, because what other platform would I have been on for this to happen? I was in the valley and I went to the map to fast travel to Eternity Isle. I was fast traveling to this main well. You know, like how you can fast travel between, like from, I was in the valley, clicked on the Eternity Isle tab, clicked on the docks, which is this well right here. And it was taking a long time for me to get here. And I was like, loading screens. Okay, whatever. And then when I landed, imagine my surprise when I wasn't anywhere near the well. In fact, I'll show you where I landed. It wasn't anywhere near. I don't know what happened. It was so weird. Yeah, I was supposed to go to that well. I popped up right here. I said, what? I said, there is no well to be seen here. And I like did a double take because I was like, what is happening? And then, so I was like, all right. And I ran around this way and got over to here. And I said, wait a second. This entire area with Merlin's house was bulldozed. Merlin's house was here and the pathing was here, but everything else was gone. Completely gone. Like these forageable trees, the bushes, like the ruins, the like literally every single thing except for Merlin's house and the path was gone. I ran through here. I did shed a tear and I specifically ran through because I was like, maybe it's just invisible. So I was like seeing if I was bumping into anything invisible. I traveled to a different well. I traveled like back to the valley and back to Eternity Isle and it was still gone. And I was like, well, I guess this is just my fate now. But when I turned off my game and turned it back on, everything was back. I was so confused. That happened to you, AE? In multiple places, you have to restart the game to repopulate it all. I was so confused. I thought it was all gone. I mean, it was all gone. I don't know. It was the most bizarre experience. And I hated every second of it. Not a tear. Yes. How do you fast travel back to the valley from Eternity Isle? Oh, give me a second. I'll show you. So last week, not just once or twice, but several times you spawned underneath the biomes. What? And your areas were also blank? You immediately closed the game to restart. You almost cried the first 3 times. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, it was such a weird experience. I was almost mad that I wasn't on stream when it happened because I was like, what? I was like, I have no proof of this. I have no proof of this, and it's such a bizarre thing. Okay, let me sell these. Having margarita pizza and margarita is nice. So to fast travel from the Isle to the valley, you do this the same way if you're on the valley and want to fast travel to Eternity Isle. When you're in the map, at the bottom right, it should give you the buttons for the things. It says like zoom, fast travel, and toggle filters. You'll want to click whatever it is for fast travel. For me on PC, it's the T button. With this controller, it's the X button. But once you get to that menu, it'll give you all of your Eternity Isle wells here, but you can either click or like cursor over to Valley, and you can also go to the realms. You can fast travel to the realms from here or to any of the Valley wells. It's super convenient. I think I am actually, in fact, going to travel back to the Valley. You've also exited your house and ended up being nowhere near your house. Interesting. Your TV is so messed up you can't see the bottom controls. I would say just try, like, wait, what platform do you play on, Courtney? Or like what kind of a controller do you play with, I guess is the better question. Xbox. So it should be the I think, even though I use a PlayStation controller, these are the Xbox controls. It should be the X button. When you're on the map, click X and it should bring you to this menu, and then like the R and LB buttons to switch which menu you're in. Hi, Natalia. How's it going? Hi. Let me not. I was about to say hi to Mike. Why was that my instinct? Anyway, let me go put some of this stuff away. Actually, I don't really have anything. Feel kind of blessed to not have very many issues with the game playing on Xbox. That is nice. I don't own an Xbox. I also don't own a PS5. I've talked about that before. I think we're gonna wrap up stream here. Let me see if anybody else is playing. I did 0 interiors, which means I'll just have to do more in my free time, which is fine. It's my own fault. And to be fair, the outside had to be done anyway, so it would have been done sooner or later. Let me see if anyone else is playing. We can hang out. I will be back tomorrow. We're playing Echoes of Wisdom again tomorrow. It came out last week. I've been having a good time with it. Then on Tuesday, we're starting a new, I mean, it's not a new game, but it's a new game for me. It's called Spiritfarer. It's pretty much always on people's lists of best cozy games like ever. So we'll check that out. I'm really excited about it. And Wednesday we'll be back with Dreamlight Valley. I think Mr. Star and Sky is still live right now, but it looks like he's been live for a while, so I'm not sure how long he'll still be there. But we're gonna go see Mr. Star and Sky. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day or night, and take care of yourselves. And I'll see y'all soon. Goodbye.